Hello everybody and welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of drugstore makeup. I picked up quite a few new things that have intrigued me and today we're going to put them to the test. So before we get into it, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already and let's get started. I don't have a new base product, but I want to try a new combination. I want to mix these two together. I had that idea in a recent declutter and some of you have tried it and you said it's magical. So I want to test it out for myself. So I'm taking a little bit of my L'Oreal Paris True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum in the shade 2-3 Light. Putting a little bit of that on a palette. Can confirm, still hate the packaging. And I'm taking some of my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade 3, Light Medium. Can confirm, still love that sound. Also, I just quickly shaved my mustache before filming and I'm too impatient to wait for the irritation to go down. Should have done this earlier, but I'm working around my renovations right now, so I'm a little bit pressed for time. I can't have patience right now. I don't have a lot of time on my hands this week. Hopefully this is going to be a good shade match. Might be a little bit warm, not bad though. I'm going to apply that with my MAC 170 brush. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit dark. Maybe I'll be able to adjust it with a bit more of this e.l.f. Halo Glow. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit better. Oh, I hate dating apps. As this is drying down on my face, I feel like it's getting more orange. Hopefully the concealer will fix that, but the finish is there. Shade match is not. I just got foundation all over my pants. Oh. I'm just going over with my sponge now, and I really like this finish. It had the opportunity to be too glowy, but I feel just really nice and radiant. I like the way that looks. Okay, now let's move on to concealer. I spotted these things and I picked up quite a few shades. One for my under eye concealer, the way this product is meant to work, but I also picked up some darker shades just because I thought these could be kind of like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury contour ones because it's this kind of a packaging. We'll see about that. And they also have a highlighter version, which is really, really pretty. I did swatch it already on my own time. The texture seems really, really nice. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm excited. Let's just start off with the concealer. I'm going to be using the shade Light for my under eyes. And it says to shake really, really well, so I'm just gonna take a moment to do that. I usually really enjoy this type of concealer that comes in this kind of packaging. They're usually really lightweight but very effective at the same time. I'm also going to apply this in the center of my face just to lighten up that area since the foundation was a little bit dark. Ooh, it smells super makeup-y. It smells like not old makeup, like expired makeup, but just makeup from past years. It smells kind of good though. It's like nostalgic. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's quite nice. It's very Maybelline Age Rewind, which I love. It's one of my favorite concealers still to this day. And I don't mind this kind of delivery system, especially just for personal use. I don't find it that different from like a doe foot applicator. I know it kind of touches the air a bit more, but you know your own under eyes. You know you just washed your face before you're applying makeup, so to me it's not that big of a deal. I don't find it to be unhygienic, but if you are working on clients and such, it's not the way to go. Yeah, really quick application. It lightened up the center of my face. I think that looks really pretty. I'm getting more and more excited to try to contour and bronze up my skin with it. Ooh, excited for the next step. I'm just going to take a little bit of my Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder and I'm going to set my under eyes before things start getting a little creasy under there. If I seem a little bit out of it, I have a high suspicion that I'm getting sick. Because my niece coughed right into my mouth the other day and she woke up with a fever the next morning. So I feel like it's going to happen. I feel the little body aches and I feel my mind is a bit more cloudy than usual, starting to feel unreal. I feel like I'm in a simulation, so I think it's fever time. Classic Christmas season. I'm either usually very mentally ill or physically ill. I don't think I've ever had a healthy Christmas. Moving on to my bronzer. I picked up 2 shades just because I wasn't sure and I couldn't really test in store. So I picked up the shades Caramel, which looks pretty warm, a little too warm for my liking, and the shade Deep Caramel. Looks better, but looks a little deep. So let's see how it shears out. Yeah, what about both colors? What happens when I mix both? Really nice. So in that case, I'm gonna do a little mix of both. So I'm going to do 1 dot of the Deep Caramel, the furthest away from the center of my face, and then I'm going to take Caramel more in the center. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I don't usually do that. Blame it on the fever. And I'm going to take this Melt 777 brush to blend that out. I'm having regrets putting this everywhere because I feel like it's going to be a formula that dries out on me, so I have to panic. I should have worked in one area at a time. I'm gonna redo that because I feel like I just wiped most of it away into my hairline. Okay, why am I making these products intimidate me? What's happening here? They're not even real. Good news is that it's not a super quick drying formula. I really like that as a bronzer. It's quite effective. That was really fun to apply as well. Like, I'm tempted to go in with a little bit more just to have that fun blending it out. I'm gonna do it on my forehead. And I feel like it's almost more controllable than the Charlotte Tilbury one. The Charlotte Tilbury is quite pigmented. This is too, but it just blends out a lot easier. I dig that a lot. So now for highlighter. I have 2. I also have this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector. It's a 4-in-1 glow. So you can use this as a primer, concealer, highlighter, or a BB cream. Ooh, okay. I'm getting vibes of the Halo Glow from e.l.f, but it's a lot thinner in consistency. I'll swatch it next to the e.l.f one now that I have it right here. I feel like it's sheerer than the e.l.f, which can be a good thing. So you can see this is the e.l.f one, it's more opaque, and this is the Maybelline, so it's super sheer and natural looking, whereas this one gives more of an obvious glow. I feel like they both have a place. I'm gonna have to try that out, I think another time, because I'm more inclined in going in with this Revolution Bright Light highlighter in the shade Strobe Champagne. I just did a couple swatches, so these 2 are from Revolution. This is Caramel, Deep Caramel. This one is Charlotte Tilbury Fair Medium in the Hollywood Contour Wand. So you can see it's closer to Deep Caramel, but this has a little bit of a cool toned aspect to it. And then over here, this is Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight. And this is the Revolution highlighter in the shade Strobe Champagne. So this highlighter seems to be a bit thinner in consistency, and it feels a bit more oily as well, which I think is going to be a good thing because sometimes I struggle to blend this highlighter out. I find that it dries a bit quick. I have high hopes, but it's interesting to see them all together here. This is a very close dupe in my eyes. So I'm just going to take it with the sponge directly on this side, and I'll blend that out with my sponge. Because sometimes when I blend the Charlotte Tilbury one out with a sponge, it tends to suck it all up and it makes it stuck. So I just wanted to see if it happened with this, and it doesn't seem to be doing so. It looks really pretty though. Wow, I quite enjoy that. There's like a little bit of a ridge here, but it's not bad at all. Wow, that is a really pretty highlighter. It looks super natural. There's not a fleck of glitter to be seen. And now I'm going to blend it out with my finger on this side just to see what I prefer. Yeah, it does feel a bit more oily in comparison, but it's not an oily feeling product just in comparison to the Charlotte Tilbury one. It just blends so easily. Wow, I really like this highlighter. Really pretty. I think this is my favorite thing I've tried so far today. Now for blush, I picked up one of the NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint blush mousses in the shade Bombshell. This looks really gorgeous. I was going for kind of like a burgundy look today, and I thought this would match it really nicely. So this is a beautiful kind of airbrushed matte finish blushes like this. The finish of it looks kind of like the Cheek Freak blushes from About Face. I wanted to do a little combination of these two, kind of like my little hack I like to do once in a while, just to make a blush look more glowy. And I thought I would sheer it out a little bit. I just want to try it. So I'm going to take a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and I'm going to mix in some of the Maybelline Perfector. By the way, I got the shade 01 Light. I'm going to take about that much here And this is going to help lighten it and just make it look a little bit more glowy. Really cute. And depending on what highlighter or glow booster you mix it in, it's going to change the color slightly, but it didn't do it too much with this because it's such a sheer color. And I'm going to take this nice complexion brush from Moda. Ooh, that's a really cute color. It's reminding me of Chili from Say, which I have been completely in love with. It's like the blush I always gravitate towards these last couple weeks, ever since I purchased it. It's so pretty. Perfect winter color. I'm going overboard though. I look very feverish now, don't I? What video do I not say that I went overboard though? But I'm going to carry whatever's left on my brush everywhere. Hello, kitty. You know what time it is. It's kitty intermission time. He knows his time. Whoa. My brows are done, eyes are primed. I'm just going to set my face quick and then we're on to the eyes. Again, I'm taking my Wet n Wild Bare Focus powder. I have to say, my face is looking so good. These products are slaying right now. My brother started saying slay in every sentence, and now I am. He's the real influencer here. Okay, my base is so nice. It's just a little dark, but I don't mind it. I feel like I have a little bit of a tan and I miss that. The blush is so cute too. I'm digging it. So now for my eyes. I got this in my e.l.f. advent calendar. I was going to say like, oh, I like opened it up yesterday. No, like day one, I ravaged the thing. I kind of ruined it for myself though. I looked on the back and there's pictures of every single product in the advent calendar and I'm like, well, I ruined it for myself. Might as well just tear it all open. But yeah, this is the Very Bad fitting little eye bite or whatever these are called. Bite-size eyeshadow palette, I think. Ooh, I forgot about the other thing that I dug out of my advent calendar. It was another one of these liquid glitter eyeshadows. I have the shade She's So Cold. And it's such a pretty color. I thought it was just going to be like a basic white glitter liquid shadow. It's not though. It's so much prettier than that. It has all of these multicolored flecks in it. It's gorgeous. I hope they'll pop up on camera. There's like green and pink and blue. It's just so pretty. And another perfect thing for that kind of wintry I'm cold look. This is another fantastic formula from e.l.f. Kitty! So I'm going to start off with this shade over here and I'm going to start defining me eyeball. I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to take a bigger amount of that, dipping into a little bit of the darker shadow in here too. I'm going to pat that on my outer corner. This isn't as pigmented as I thought it would be. So I'm just wiping off my brush and I'm taking the darker shade on its own. Oh yeah, that's really not doing it. I don't know if I've ever tried one of these bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. I know they've been out for a while. I didn't fall into trying one yet. I don't know if I like it. I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is a Huda eye smudger brush. And I'm going to try to build up some depth on the outer corner here just by tapping. Okay, change of plan. We're just going to be doing something super soft. I mean, it's doing a good job at making a really pretty soft and diffused look, but I don't think I'm going to be able to build this up further than this, which kind of cuts its versatility down. A really nicely arranged palette, like you get a good amount of depth by the looks of it, but it doesn't perform the way as I would like. I feel like this doesn't. It looks really nice on camera. The colors are good, but I wish they could be built up more. The shimmers seem really nice and pretty. I'm going to go in with a more rose tone. See, I feel like that has a lot more depth than the darkest matte does. fret not, I'm going to incorporate some of this eyeshadow. I'm taking some on the back of my hand and kind of patting it out. That's kind of cool. The pink base is really making the blue sparkles in this shadow pop. That looks really, really interesting. I wish it kind of kept it matte and then added this on its own. I think that pink shimmer kind of made things go south for me, but that's okay. It's still a nice eye look. Now for my mascara, I picked up the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Original Mascara in the shade Burgundy. Now I picked this up, I guess I'm trying to dupe a lot of Charlotte Tilbury things, but I grabbed it because I have been loving the push-up lashes in the shade Dream Pop, and I wanted to see if they were similar. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury mascara in the shade Dream Pop, and this is the L'Oreal mascara in the shade Burgundy. So they're pretty much practically the exact same color. I think this one is just a little bit warmer in comparison, just slightly, maybe a bit more brown, but on the lashes I feel like they're going to look the same. I've been using this Charlotte Tilbury mascara through my brows because it matches my hair perfectly. I don't really love this as a mascara. I find that it tends to crumble a little bit and it feels really heavy on my lashes, but for my brows it does a really great job at holding them up, and because my eyebrows aren't blinking all the time, I feel like they don't crumble as much. It looks like it's darkening my lashes a good amount. And the color Burgundy looks incredible on brown eyes. It really makes the warmth from your irises pop. And I also really enjoy it with green because it's a complementary color. Since Burgundy is pretty much red, it looks really good. Ooh, that looks nice. I do like this application process a lot more than the Charlotte Tilbury one because the Charlotte Tilbury wand is weird. This is what it looks like. And I feel like it can make your lashes look really chunky, but I like the more classic wand on the L'Oreal one here. And it's doing a good job at making my lashes look volumized, but still separated. This one, now that it's on my lashes, I feel like it looks a lot more purple in comparison to Dream Pop, but I'm not mad at it. I feel like it looks really cute. I wish colored mascaras were more popular, that they're so fun. I don't really think of them that much, but it's so fun to play with. Okay, I think that made the eye look. I like this a lot more now. So now I'm just going to let these set so I can scrape that off on my nose there, and then we'll move on to my lips. For my lips, I picked up a few things. So first of all was this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Beauty Lip Balm in the shade Bliss You Berry. I thought this was similar to Clinique Black Honey. Ooh, that looks very similar from what I'm remembering off the top of my head. Let's see. Oh yeah, identical. Identical. Probably even more than that Burt's Bees color. This is Clinique Black Honey and this is Bliss You Berry. This one might be slightly more burgundy, and this is more like a red brown. I'm whipping out my Burt's Bees Wine Wednesday Glossy Lip Balm. I just want to see. Oh yeah, totally. And there's Wine Wednesday, which is quite a bit darker. I feel like these are more of a dupe than this one now. Wow. Even the shine is super, super similar. And then I picked up these two L'Oreal lipsticks. These are the Glow Paradise. I got the shade Nude Heaven and Blush Fantasy. There's also a number. So this is 130 Nude Heaven. Really pretty. I think that suits the colors going on really nicely. And then the other one is the shade 120 Blush Fantasy, which looks a bit deeper. Ooh, that's so nice. Ooh, that's so nice. Wow, I love that color. I think I'm going to go in with this one for today's look. I might actually mix the two. This would be cute in the center just to increase the vibrancy. Could be cute. I'm going to have to cheat with one product, lip liner. I thought I had picked a good color for these types of lip products, but I only have like brownish lip liners and I don't think it's going to suit the vibe. So I'm cheating with my Makeup Forever Up and Down Tan lip liner. I'm just going to use as little as possible. I just wanted to structure the center of my lip a little bit. Okay, going in with 130 first. Ooh, yes. That's pretty. I never heard of these lipsticks, but they caught my eye when I was at the drugstore. Now I'm taking a little bit of 120 Blush Fantasy. I I really like that formula. That has such a pretty glow and such great pigmentation. It feels super lightweight too. These are really nice. Really, really nice. Cute! I feel so cute. I feel like I've made some really good purchases this time around. I really like how my skin turned out. My skin looks so beautiful and radiant without feeling heavy or oily. I love the glow I have going on, but my skin feels matte. It's nice. I feel like it's going to be really nice and long wearing. If you have these two products already, do this little combo and let me know what you think. I really enjoy it. I feel like my skin looks so smooth. With these types of products, you never know what could happen because they do have that glow running through them. Sometimes they can exaggerate your texture, but in this case it did not. I feel like my skin looks so nice and smooth and radiant. I love it. But for the new things, I think these are the star of the show for me today. The Revolution Bright Light Highlighter as well as the under eye concealers. The concealer, the one that I used under my eyes, looks so good. I see myself using this a lot. It reminds me a lot of the Maybelline under eye eraser, which I already love so much. So I think this is going to fit into my life really nicely. I always love concealers in this type of packaging. I do. And I'm so happy I decided to pick these up in a darker color. I see myself using them as bronzers a lot. I'm so happy with the shade Deep Caramel. I feel so happy. And then what's next? What else did I get? I'm going to have to try these two products separately. I just wanted to see what they looked like mixed, but the blush is just so cute. This is the exact color that I've been reaching for nonstop this month. So wintry, so cute, but yeah, have to give these a shot on their own. I just wanted to quickly reiterate how much I like my lip color right now. It's so nice, and it doesn't have an intense smell like other lip products do from the drugstore. It does have a scent, don't get me wrong, but I can't smell it now that it's on my lips. It doesn't linger. Oh my gosh. The way my lips look right now is what my dreams are made of. It looks so healthy and it feels super, super thin. I'm really excited about these. I looked at these at the drugstore and I just knew I was gonna get along with them. Gut feelings, man. They're always right. I'm going to have to give this mascara a good wear test to see if it crumbles, but I really like its color. It's so fun. I love how it's still darkened up my lashes really nicely. I feel like it's making the green in my eyes really pop. It's just a funner color. It's a bit softer than black, but it's fun. It's fun to switch it up from normal black. But the only flop for me today was the Bite Size eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. I don't really see myself using this much. The colors are really pretty. I wish I could get more depth out of this palette. I was just a little disappointed in that. I feel like you get your initial layer and that's it. You can't really build it up much from there. So for me, that's kind of a flop. The shimmers seemed nice, but all in all, I feel like I've seen better, so I feel like this is going to get forgotten by me in my collection. This little thing slipped by me, but this is a previously loved formula. Really, really nice. I find this to be kind of similar to the NYX Ultimate Glow Shot eyeshadows, but like they're the original version. These ones do have quite a bit more chunky glitter in them, so depending on what you're looking for, what vibe you want, both of them are really good. But yeah, this is a little bit more chunky in consistency. I love how it's a rainbow in a little tube too. Yes. I think today was really awesome. I would say that this is a huge success. Just one flop, that's it. But that's going to be it from me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give this video a like. I will make sure to list and link everything in the description down below, so feel free to check that out. I appreciate you all for watching me and supporting me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.